The war between the United States, Israel and Iran is well into its second week. And while missiles and drones continue to dominate the battlefield, a quieter battle is unfolding on the diplomatic front. And this time, it's happening in Europe. European governments are now scrambling to respond to a war that they did not start, but one that could quickly drag them into its consequences. Germany's Foreign Minister Johann Wadephul has arrived in Israel on Tuesday, the first high-level diplomatic visit since the United States and Israel launched their war on Iran. Now, standing beside Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon in Jerusalem, Wadephul said that he believes both Washington and Tel Aviv are still open to a diplomatic solution. He said he has very high confidence that the United States and Israel are ready for negotiations, even as the military campaign continues. Listen to this.
No one can have any interest in chaos or civil war or the collapse of Iran. The consequences would be considerable and would also be felt in Europe. And large sections of the Iranian civilian population have also suffered greatly from the regime's oppression in recent decades. This repression must stop.
European leaders are trying to walk a very careful line here. Publicly, they are calling for restraint, urging all sides to return to diplomacy. But in practice, many European countries are quietly backing the US position. Some have allowed American forces to use their military bases and infrastructure as the campaign against Iran continues. EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas has accused Iran of trying to drag more countries into the war. She called Iran an exporter of war and said the regime is trying to expand the conflict across the region. At the same time, European governments are growing increasingly worried about the war's global consequences. Officials are now monitoring disruptions in oil shipments through the Strait of Hormuz, which is one of the world's most important energy corridors. France has even proposed a defensive naval mission to help protect shipping routes once the most intense phase of the conflict ends. But the bigger problem for Europe is its limited influence. Analysts say that Brussels has very little leverage over either Washington or Tel Aviv, with the United States firmly backing Israel and Iran refusing to capitulate. Europe is largely watching from the sidelines.